What was the date of birth of the Alfred Nobel, who later became a famous scientist and founder of the Nobel Prizes? October 21st, 1833, October 21st, 1844, October 21st, 1822, or October 21st, 1855. Correct answer is October 21st, 1833. What is the full name of Alfred Nobel? Alfred Nobelson, Alfred Bernhard Nobel, Alfred Gustav Nobel, or Alfred Rudolf Nobel? Correct answer is Alfred Bernhard Nobel. Where was the Alfred Nobel born? London, England, Paris, France, Stockholm, Sweden, or Berlin, Germany? Correct answer is Stockholm, Sweden. What was the father's name of Alfred Nobel? Isaac Nobel, Emmanuel Nobel, Michael Nobel, or Alexander Nobel? Correct answer is Emmanuel Nobel. What was the mother's name of Alfred Nobel? Sarah Nobel, Carolina Andrietta Nobel, Emma Nobel, or Sophia Nobel? Correct answer is Carolina Andrietta Nobel. What was Alfred Nobel's father's profession? Doctor, engineer, lawyer, or teacher? Correct answer is engineer. In which year did Alfred Nobel's father's business suffer losses and had to be closed? 1829, 1837, 1833, or 1844? Correct answer is 1837. Where did Alfred Nobel's father move to try his business again after facing losses? Denmark, Finland, and Russia, France, or Germany? Correct answer is Finland and Russia. How many older brothers did Alfred Nobel have at the time his father moved away to Finland and Russia? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Correct answer is 2. What were the names of Alfred Nobel's older brothers at that time? Robert and Ludwig, William and Edward, John and Charles, or Thomas and George? Correct answer is Robert and Ludwig. What entrepreneurial venture did Andriette Nobel start? Bakery, clothing store, grocery store, or bookstore? Correct answer is grocery store. What type of workshop did Emmanuel Nobel open in St. Petersburg, Russia? Textile, mechanical, carpentry, or blacksmith? Correct answer is mechanical. What was the primary purpose of the workshop opened by Emmanuel Nobel in St. Petersburg? Providing equipment for the Russian army, manufacturing sea mines, supplying ammunition to the Russian Navy, or building ships for the Russian fleet? Correct answer is providing equipment for the Russian army. How did Emmanuel Nobel contribute to the defense of St. Petersburg during the Crimean War? By constructing fortifications around the city, by convincing the Russian Tsar to use sea mines as a defense mechanism, by recruiting soldiers to defend the city, or by negotiating a peace treaty with the British Royal Navy? Correct answer is by convincing the Russian Tsar to use sea mines as a defense mechanism. What effect did the sea mines proposed by Emmanuel Nobel have on the British Royal Navy during the Crimean War? They led to the capture of several British ships. They prevented the British Navy from attacking St. Petersburg. They caused significant damage to British naval vessels, or they forced the British Navy to retreat from the Baltic Sea. Correct answer is they prevented the British Navy from attacking St. Petersburg. What was the consequence of Emmanuel Nobel's success in Russia? He relocated his family to St. Petersburg. He expanded his business to other countries. He retired from business and pursued philanthropy, or he invested in various industries in Russia. Correct answer is, he relocated his family to St. Petersburg. When did Emmanuel Nobel move his family to St. Petersburg? 1840, 1842, 1845, or 1848? Correct answer is 1842. How many brothers did Alfred Nobel have? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Correct answer is 3. What was the name of the youngest brother of Alfred Nobel? Robert, Ludwig, Emil, or Henrik? Correct answer is Emil. What type of education did the Nobel brothers receive? Public education, home education, vocational education, or first-class education with private tutors? Correct answer is first-class education with private tutors. At what age could Alfred Nobel speak and write multiple languages? 15, 17, 20, or 25? Correct answer is 17. What were Alfred Nobel's primary interests? Literature and mathematics, literature, chemistry and physics, history and biology, or geography and music? Correct answer is literature, chemistry, and physics. Where did Alfred Nobel work under Professor T.J. Pelouse? London, Berlin, Paris, or Rome? Correct answer is Paris. Who was the young Italian chemist that Alfred Nobel met in Paris? Giuseppe Marconi, Antonio Meucci, Leonardo da Vinci, or Ascanio Sobrero? Correct answer is Ascanio Sobrero. What did Ascanio Sobrero invent that piqued Alfred Nobel's interest? Dynamite, nitroglycerin, gunpowder, or chloroform? Correct answer is nitroglycerin. Why was nitroglycerin initially considered too dangerous to be of practical use? It was highly unstable and prone to accidental detonation. It was expensive and difficult to produce. It was highly corrosive and toxic. Or it was ineffective for its intended purposes. Correct answer is, it was highly unstable and prone to accidental detonation. What did Alfred Nobel and his father work on upon returning to Russia? Developing nitroglycerin as an explosive, constructing bridges and buildings, establishing a new chemical laboratory, researching new agricultural techniques. Correct answer is developing nitroglycerin as an explosive. What happened to Alfred's elder brothers after the Crimean War? They moved back to Sweden. They stayed in Russia to salvage the family business. They traveled to America to start a new business venture. They retired from business and pursued other interests. Correct answer is, they stayed in Russia to salvage the family business. What industry did Alfred's brothers Robert and Ludwig help develop in Russia? Textile industry, steel industry, oil industry, mining industry. Correct answer is oil industry. Why did the government ban Alfred's nitroglycerin experiments within Stockholm city limits? The experiments were causing pollution. The experiments were deemed too dangerous. The experiments were violating noise regulations. The experiments were affecting property values. Correct answer is, the experiments were deemed too dangerous. Where did Alfred move his nitroglycerin experiments after the ban in Stockholm? Underground bunkers, a laboratory in the countryside, a barge on Lake Mälaren, a remote island. Correct answer is a barge on Lake Mälaren. When was Alfred Nobel able to start mass production of nitroglycerin? 1860, 1862, 1864, or 1866? Correct answer is 1864. What did Alfred Nobel invent by mixing nitroglycerin with kieselguhr? Cement, plastic, dynamite, or rubber? Correct answer is dynamite. When did Alfred Nobel receive a patent for his invention of dynamite? 1865, 1866, 1867, or 1868? Correct answer is 1867. What additional invention did Alfred Nobel make alongside dynamite? A pneumatic drill, a detonator, a diamond drilling crown, or a hydraulic press? Correct answer is a detonator. How did Alfred Nobel's invention of dynamite impact construction work? It increased the cost of construction. It had no impact. It made construction work safer. Or, it made construction work more labor-intensive. Correct answer is, it made construction work safer. What were some of the uses of dynamite and its related inventions in construction? Blasting rocks and drilling tunnels, building bridges and roads, constructing buildings and dams, or all of the above? Correct answer is all of the above. How many factories did Alfred Nobel establish for the production of dynamite and detonating caps? 50, 70, 90, or 110? Correct answer is 90. What was Alfred Nobel's nickname due to his frequent travels and business ventures? Europe's richest wanderer, Europe's wealthiest nomad, Europe's wealthiest vagabond, or Europe's most prosperous traveler? Correct answer is Europe's wealthiest vagabond. Besides dynamite and detonating caps, what other industries did Alfred Nobel experiment in? Synthetic rubber and artificial silk, automobiles and airplanes, pharmaceuticals and electronics, or agriculture and mining? Correct answer is synthetic rubber and artificial silk. How many patents did Alfred Nobel have by the time of his death in 1896? 250, 305, 355, or 400? Correct answer is 355. When did Alfred Nobel die? January 10, 1897, December 10, 1896, November 10, 1896, or October 10, 1896? Correct answer is December 10, 1896. In which city did Alfred Nobel pass away? Paris, France, Stockholm, Sweden, San Remo, Italy, or Oslo, Norway? Correct answer is San Remo, Italy. How many wills did Alfred Nobel sign in total? 3, 1, 2, or 4? Correct answer is 3. When did Alfred Nobel sign his third and last will? November 27, 1895, December 10, 1896, January 1, 1901, or October 21, 1833? Correct answer is November 27, 1895. Which club did Alfred Nobel choose to sign his third and last will? Swedish-Norwegian Club, Nobel Foundation Club, Royal Swedish Club, or Parisian Social Club? Correct answer is Swedish-Norwegian Club. What did Alfred Nobel specify in his last will and testament regarding the use of his fortune? To establish a university, to give prizes for contributions, to support his family, or To fund scientific research. Correct answer is to give prizes for contributions. Who opposed Alfred Nobel's will? His friends, his business partners, his relatives, or his employees? Correct answer is his relatives. How long did it take for Alfred Nobel's executors to convince all parties to follow his wishes regarding the will? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years? Correct answer is 5 years. What was the main point of contention regarding Alfred Nobel's will? The distribution of his wealth, the allocation of prize categories, the location of the prize ceremony, or the selection of prize recipients? Correct answer is the distribution of his wealth. Where were the first Nobel Prizes in physics, chemistry, physiology, or medicine and literature awarded in 1901? Stockholm, Sweden; Oslo, Norway; Copenhagen, Denmark; or Helsinki, Finland? Correct answer is Stockholm, Sweden. In which city, now known as Oslo, Norway, was the first Nobel Peace Prize awarded in 1901? Stockholm, Christiania, Bergen, or Trondheim? Correct answer is Christiania. When were the first Nobel Prizes awarded in physics, chemistry, physiology, or medicine and literature? 1900, 1901, 1902, or 1899? Correct answer is 1901. How many executors were appointed by Alfred Nobel for his will? 2, 3, 4, or 5? Correct answer is 2. Who were the executors of Alfred Nobel's will? Rudolf Liljequist and Emanuel Nobel; Ragnar Solman and Rudolf Liljequist; Alfred Nobel and Emanuel Nobel; or Ragnar Solman and Emanuel Nobel? Correct answer is Ragnar Solman and Rudolf Liljequist. What were the professions of the executors of Alfred Nobel's will? Engineers, doctors, lawyers, or artists? Correct answer is engineers.